Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 2v2 match against a player who's ranked 32 in the quick match ratings. And that's the highest player I've ever played, I think, in the quick match ratings. There are other guys that I've played, like Samuetta, and I think one called Medford possibly, which I've actually got videos of, but they're currently ranked higher than that, but when I played them they were ranked lower. So this is the highest ranked player I've played at the time of recording, or at the time I played the match. It's a 2v2, so it's top v bottom, we're on the bottom, I'm just setting my units up. It's quite a narrow map, width-wise it's quite, it's quite high, but very, width-wise it's very small, so it's going to be like a top v bottom fight. The other person on the other team is called Big Muscles, which is on my side, and then Nasty But Nice, which is the person who's ranked in 32, is on the left hand side, so my teammate's going to probably be against him early on. Then you can see my teammate's getting a lot of infantry, so am I. And I think that's two groups of 5 units I've just killed there, so that's about 10 units I've killed without actually losing any infantry, so that's looking good for me. I'm going to build 2 war factories early on, and followed by 2 ore refineries early on, because a lot of the stuff on this map is just ore. And you can see there's another 13 units there for my opponent, so that means he's been spending a lot more than me on infantry, which is good because it means I'm going to have more to spend on tanks early game. So he might be at a little bit of a disadvantage there. Just resending my ore truck just to go to the closer ore to the ore refinery. And now that I've got my second ore refinery down, I'm going to get another power plant just to get the power up, and then I'm going to build my second war factory. So now I've got my 2 ore trucks out, I'm going to be starting to build tanks. And I'm probably going to attack quite early this game because I'm against a better player, Nasty But Nice, but I want to get some tanks out early, try and do a quick game, try and take out one team member quickly. It's the only chance I have really, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Because if you play a waiting game with someone who's ranked higher than you, they're going to be able to build up a lot quicker than you and get a lot more tanks a lot more early. Now, it's not like a rush as such because I haven't sacrificed my economy in any way, but let's put it like this, I'm not going to be waiting around to build about 20 tanks and then attacking. So yeah, you can see now I'm pumping out tanks quite consistently, so that's it's the right time to attack. Yeah, and I've managed to get 1 tank out the way without taking very little damage. I've took 2 tanks away, and I'm only losing 1 tank, so that's a very good trade. Well, it's not even destroyed yet, so that's a very good trade for me.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
So I'm trading quite well with red for tanks to tanks. Now you can see that light blue are coming in. They're the player that's ranked higher. So red's micro isn't possibly as good as it could be, but obviously blue's will be because they wouldn't be ranked so highly if it wasn't. So yeah, I'm just doing the best I can. I'm going to try and apply some early pressure.
Acknowledged.
Although this teammate seems to be on the ball, sometimes higher ranked players will just ignore the weaker teammates, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. I have beat some players that have been higher ranked before, but when they've ignored the teammate, but yeah, in this match it doesn't seem to be quite the case. Because what I'd hoped to do is turn it into a 2v1 rather than a 2v2, but yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I'm just taking out the red tanks first because the micro is a lot worse than the red tanks, so they stay stationary a lot more, which means I can get more direct hits.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, you can see green, my teammate's building up some tanks there, so hopefully what I'm going to probably try and do is I'm going to let him attack and attack at the same time.
Unit ready. Building.
So yeah, I just need to build up my tanks so I can, there's no point in going now because I've only got 4 tanks and he's got like about 8, so with double the number of tanks he's going to absolutely destroy me.
Building.
Vehicle
Unit
reporting.
ready.
Affirmative.
And now you can see red's join in there. Green seem to be attacking some straggler units, but and you can see red's going for the... That was a bit pointless, I don't know why he did that, but I'm just staying at the other side of the pass because as I stay at this side of the pass, they can only send about 1 or 2 units through at once.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yeah, I just did it. As you see, it's not the best when you go through that little pass. I mean, I got a couple of tanks, but that was because red were quite slow to react. Yeah, it's not easy by any means. I'll just destroy that tank there because he's in range from the other side.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to take out tanks that are in range, but not without having to cross over.
Unit ready. Building.
I do want to keep that area to myself though, because I do want to expand there with my base and ore refineries once the ore runs out at that top bit.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So yeah, again, I'm just killing red tanks there, but there's blues there as well, so makes it a bit more problematic.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
What I really want to do is attack at the same time as green, because then it's going to be very, very hard for my light blue to micro both places at once. I mean, he probably can do it, maybe he can do it at his standard, but
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
yeah, he's already noticed I'm attacking.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm just you can see I'm destroying those tanks, but he's just bringing more. I think he has a lot more tanks in reserve. He probably has a whole base like full of tanks behind him.
Unit ready.
So what I'm doing now is I mean, I'm just going up. I think blue's just taking it, like blue's taking his time, just building an army. He's going to come and destroy us when he wants, but so at the moment I'm just killing some units, having a little go at red's base while I can. So yeah, you can. Was going to go for his construction yard, but as you can see, it's very hard to pass through there because of his ore silos in the little pass. That's one thing to take note of. You can like block those little passes by putting ore silos in the way.
Unit ready.
I think he's done it just across with his base, but it does work for blocking as well.
Building. Construction complete. Unit ready.
So yeah, they've moved the tanks up to the top, so I might go across here, attack blue at the... he's got his tanks back, but you can see he's got some structures that are open right there for ore refineries, so if I can cut out his ore production, that might be helpful somewhat. Because it is very hard for stuff to move around this map. So yeah, I've got rid of the ore refineries, but you can see he's really built up his tanks at this point, so I think it's well, it's a bit of a done game, I think.
Construction complete.
Looks like he's going to choose to attack now.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative.
Yeah, you can see he's going for green.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
So what I'll do is I'll just attack red while light blue's going for green.
Insufficient. Unit ready.
Yeah, enough to just... You can see red's keeping the tanks quite still, and that's a big problem. If you keep your tanks still, they take a lot of damage on each hit. The trick is to keep them moving as much as possible, and you'll see good players are very good at moving the tanks around while the other tanks are shooting, and they take a lot less damage. To be honest, I was hoping light blue would see me there because they're attacking my teammate, but they have. I'll just do a little bit of exploring with the base.
Unit ready. Building.
So what have they got? They've got another construction yard. That's important because they need that to destroy to build buildings faster. Because if you build an extra construction yard, it halves the building speed or building time, as I should say, and that's important because it means you can build ore refineries a lot quicker. You can also see they've got a radar dome there, which will help them see the map a lot, which will help see the map that's been explored at all times, which is also quite important. My teammate's been destroyed, so they're just going to come across now and kill me. Pretty much it's game over. I've only got a few tanks, they've got many, so not much chance here, but they are ranked 32, and so they are a very, very good player. Yeah, and you can see they've just swarmed my base. I've lost all my tanks now, so it is game over as such. I'll just get rid of my final tanks. So yeah, time to sell everything. So guys, that was what it's like to play a ranked play that's that high of a level. Right, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video.